What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another day here of the X Factor Daily NBA show. I'm going to switch things up a little bit today. We had several games on yesterday, we had seven in total. But there's one thing I specifically want to hit on if you can't tell from the title. So I'm going to go through and just read off all the scores and kind of give a quick thought from these teams from last night. But I'm really going to focus on Nikola Jokic today. But before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tomorrow, our All NBA alphabet draft comes out. It was a lot of fun to make. We go through and draft one player by the first letter of their name, come up with five different squads, and we go see which guy had the best squad. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell because we have a ton of fun videos coming out this week. So be sure to stay tuned in. We'll go here. 95-92 was the score in Boston as the Magic took care of the Celtics. That's two losses in a row for the Celtics to this Magic team. I've been saying it since day one. This Magic team is a scary matchup for anybody. They have just a bunch of weird pieces to go up against. I really enjoy watching this Magic team, even though they're 11-20. But the Celtics team, I'll cut them some slack. They're still the best team in basketball. This Magic team is just so difficult to match up with, I think, on any given night. 109-106 was the score in Indiana as the Knicks took care of the Pacers on the road. The Knicks are starting to get rolling, sitting at 17-13 right now. Seems like they're trying to, they found out more of their rotation they want to roll with and stuff like that. So good for this Knicks team to get some momentum going and maybe can really be taken seriously for the playoff picture. This Pacers team, they're 15-16 now. Really don't want them to really slip. I'm afraid that might be the case though. The Pistons lost at home 121-124 in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant played spectacular, just really got anywhere he wanted. The Pistons rather came out really hot and really gave this Nets team a run for their money. The Pistons led for a majority of the first half. Third quarter, the Nets were just really able to come back behind Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Nets sitting at 19-12. They're really rolling now. This Pistons team's 8-24. They kind of suck, but they're oddly fun to watch. Killian Hayes, beautiful pull-up mid-range game. I love it. The Warriors took care of business out in Toronto, 126-110. A lot of so far every road team's won from last night. This Raptors team is going to be I think one of the main focuses for our weekly podcast this week. So be sure to stay tuned in for that. I'm going to really hit hard on this Raptors team. But good win there for this Warriors team. They're sitting at 15-16 on the season. They need to string together some wins in a row to, I think, really be taken serious right now. I do think that they're a reliable threat throughout the whole season, though, until they really struggle. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. The Bulls lost. They gave up 150 points to this Timberwolves team. Timberwolves are sitting at 15-15. Bulls 11-18. The Bulls are going to tie into this Raptors talk really soon this coming week for our weekly pod. So stay tuned in for that. The Timberwolves kind of have good vibes to them right now. Anthony Edwards seems to really be enjoying what's going on out there. He had 37 last night. He played really good. I like. Oddly enough, I kind of like what the Timberwolves have been doing lately, But yeah, there we go there. And finally, before we hit to Jokic, the Lakers took care of the Wizards 119-117. I see people on Twitter hyping this Lakers team up, talking about, oh, the Lakers were up like 12 at halftime without AD against a fully healthy Wizards team. This Wizards team sucks. Like, congrats. You would expect that. But I can't say much. A win's a win. So congratulations to the Lakers. They're sitting at 13-16. Really seem to be rolling here, trying to climb their way up. But the focus I want to hit on today, and why I'm switching up the flow of this daily show, is because Nikola Jokic went absolutely absurd last night. 40 points, 27 rebounds, 10 assists, 13-26 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 12 of 17 from the free throw line. We've just witnessed last night one of the most spectacular single game performances from a player in a long time. 40, 20, and 10. I don't know the last person to do that. I think they said Wilt maybe. But that's like something you read about, like Wilt potentially maybe doing back in the day. And they needed every bit of that. That's the crazy part here. Aaron Gordon had 19 and 10. He's been a reliable guy for them. Bruce Brown had 16. He played really good down the stretch. Caldwell Pope had 20. Jamal Murray really struggled. 2 of 11 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, 6 points, 11 assists. Almost cost them the game late. Several bad turnovers. Did not a good look there for Jamal Murray. But Nikola Jokic, I mean, just absolutely insane. A little under 40 minutes last night, 40 points, 27 rebounds, 10 assists, controlled every asset of the game last night. Every single asset. When it got down to it, the game was really close. Charlotte was really chipping away, trying to get, I think it was like a 2-3 point game. They were able to get a steal. Just ripped the ball from Jamal Murray, got a layup. I think that's what brought it to a 2-point game. Jokic demands the ball, brings it up, sucks in a double team, and kicks it out wide open for Bruce Brown for a 3 for his 10th assist. And I think that's what makes Jokic stand out. And that's why Jokic is the best big man in the league today. I know Troy would disagree with me, but Jokic just every single asset of the game, he controls all the way through. 40, 27, 10. I know I'm just keep repeating this, but I can't get over how amazing that was last night for Jokic. Jokic should be the MVP. I know we talked about it last week on the weekly pod. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. We talked about our top five candidates. Jokic didn't hit anybody's top 5, and I think that was because of like voter for. I've factored in like voter fatigue. Nobody's going to vote for him for 3 years in a row. But let's be honest. If we're going off the best player for the best team that does the most for his team, it's Nikola Jokic. What he did last night, what he does on a nightly basis is just absolutely insane. No one can play like him. No one, not Anthony Davis, not Joel Embiid, not Giannis. Nobody out there is like Nikola Jokic. And what we saw last night was not only very impressive, but very important to pick up a win. And I think that was the most beautiful thing about it. They needed every bit of it, and he stepped up and gave the most beautiful performance I've ever seen from a single game. But enough about my Jokic rant there. We'll get into the games really quickly tonight. Cavs host the Jazz at 7:00. I'm going to go with Cleveland. I really want Cleveland to just rip apart these kind of games that they should win pretty easily to really prove a point that they're for real. 7:00, the 76ers host the Raptors. I'm going to go with the 76ers team. This Raptors team just doesn't look good. Like I said, we're going to hit on them hard this week, so stay tuned. The Hawks host the Magic at 7:30. I will go with the Magic. I think Trae Young just struggles, and they got a lot of length to be able to throw at him and make things really difficult, so give me the Magic. At 8:00, the Timberwolves host the Mavericks. Both teams sitting at 15 and 15. Timberwolves coming off a really impressive win last night, but I will go with this Mavericks team. I just think that you can't play 2 nights like that fantastic, especially a team like the Timberwolves. Rockets host the Spurs. Both teams 9 and 20, so this is definitely a game to watch. I'm gonna go with this Rockets team. I think their offense is just too electric at times for a Spurs team like this. Pelicans host the Bucks at 8:00 as well. I will actually go with the Pelicans here at home. I think Zion's been really rolling, and I think CJ McCollum potentially could have a really good game. So I like this Pelicans team to pick up the victory. Thunder hosts the Trailblazers at 8:00 as well. I'm gonna go with the Trailblazers. I would love to take the Thunder, but I do like this Trailblazers team to pick up a nice win on the road. Dame Lillard, Anthony Simons, Yusuf Nurkic. I would expect to have a big game as well. So give me the Trailblazers there. Phoenix Suns host the Lakers at 9:00 on NBA TV. I'm going to go with the Suns team at home. I think that they're just a very good basketball club, and DeAndre Ayton could just have a breakout game. Devin Booker put up 56 a couple nights ago, so I like this Suns team at home. And finally, the Kings host the Hornets at 10:00. I'm going to go with the Kings, not only because they're at home and I want to see them light the beam, but because this Hornets team was in a real battle last night, and I just think it took a lot out of them to lose and whatnot. This Kings team at home is pretty good, so give me the Kings there. But that's all the games from last night. The single best performance I've ever seen from Jokic, and all the games tonight. Let us know if you guys like this kind of flow for this game. We can start hitting on hot topics from the night before instead of necessarily breaking down every single box score. But yeah, tomorrow our All NBA Alphabet Draft comes out. Be sure to watch that. If that gets up to 20 likes and 200 views, I will do a jersey giveaway. So tell some friends, tell some family. We want to, we want it to get really rolling here for the X Factor. We got a lot of fun stuff coming out this week, so be sure to stay tuned in. We appreciate you guys. We got nothing but love for you. Have a good holiday. Have a good week. We'll see you later this week.